One advantage is you don't need 3 legs on a tripod, you just stick it into the ground. So hello and welcome back to the next episode from the Dolomites. And you can see that I'm in a very, very strange place for photography, but I'm actually not. So we're on one of these chairlifts that are bringing us up to the top of a ski run.
Jesus Christ, and
at the top of the ski run, apparently there's supposed to be unbelievable views from a fair distance away. So we've come on to the chairlift. Where is it? Oh, I nearly fell! Oh no, hang on a second. Yeah, I was trying to show you that I got no skis on my feet, but I won't be doing that again. But yeah, so we've come up to a skiing area without any skis. I don't think it's unusual because they actually had a walking route there, but yeah, I think it's going to be class. So let's have a look here and we'll see what we get when we get to the top, yeah? So I'm not long into this here and I've found, I think, a lovely composition. There are some bumps in the snow that are here which I think are really nice because it'll give a kind of a good contrast versus what's above here. But I'm going to get down low. As you can see, the tripod is there. I'm going to play around, try and get the right framing, and then I'll readjust on the tripod. But because of the way these are, I think it'll be nice because it kind of, matches the main peak that I'm going to be photographing there also. Light is now starting to go behind the mountain that you see over here, so hopefully we'll still have enough light anyway in regards to this, but I kind of want to get down a bit further here as well before that light hits. But I'll get the first one anyway here and we'll see how that one goes. Now, I'm going to try and get to a spot here with difficulty by the looks of it. As you can see, I'm slinking down through the snow, but there's some beautiful light that's actually bouncing off the column that you see, and it's hitting the snow in front. So I'm going to come up here, maybe not that far from where I am, and try and compose the shot because there's some nice leading lines of the rocks and the snow drifts up again to what you see above here. I'll try and stay in the frame, but I'm getting lower and lower, and obviously I'm sinking into the snow. But what I'll do first and foremost is I'm going to walk up, camera on tripod, going to compose the shot, and then I'll take the camera off the tripod to compose the shot, put it back on the tripod as well. So let's see if I can stay in this to be able to complete this photo. So I think I found some secure footing. Seems to be very difficult to be able to get through the snow, but one advantage is you don't need 3 legs on a tripod, you just stick it into the ground. So I'm going to compose the photograph here as much as I can, and I do like that. It's really nice the way the light is actually bouncing off that. So we'll take a quick test shot. in review. That's actually going to be lovely. So I'm going to get it set up here and take the shot. I'll show you what it is and then we'll continue on down this way next. One thing I've learned as well in regards to shooting in the snow is that it's ridiculously hard to walk in a lot of areas. Now, I've come up to the opposite side actually of where I was thinking of going, because the light is actually fading quite quickly on that main stack. But over here, there's some beautiful light that's casting different shadows across the way. And I also have some beautiful shapes as well in the snow that's down below me here. There's a bit of a remnants of a tree. Don't know if I'm going to put it into the frame or not. I'll compose something out here in a moment. But it's beautiful. This place is absolutely stunning. Everywhere that I look, there's a photograph to be taken. And the problem that I'm encountering is saying, okay, you know, where do I go? I have to trudge through the snow. It's really, you know, saps your energy very, very fast. But also, when you walk in the snow, like I said earlier in one of the other episodes, you leave tracks, and you leave a track in the snow. You can get it out later, but it's going to be more difficult. But you could ruin something which I see right here, which is just beautiful. So there's a natural valley within this, framing the light that you have here, and then there's a tree on the other side of it there. So I'm going to play around here, see what I can get a different composition, and once I find one, I'll talk you through what I'm going to take and how I'm going to take it. I think I've settled on a composition from here. Two things I've noticed. Number one, I'm on a hard piece of snow, so I'm not sinking, which makes it easier to move around. Two, I want to try and keep that bit of a tree in the base, but I also want to see if I don't want to have it in the base. So, going to take a photograph first of all, back here, because the moment I walk forward, I'm actually going to step into the scene. So even if I wanted to change it afterwards, then I'm going to be stuck with footprints. And it looks as if it could be quite soft snow because there's a lot of grooves that are going through it. But I'm going to take the first photograph here. Now, I'm also going to look to put on my polarizer. So the sun is going to be here, approximately 90 degrees. It might take away some of the brightness, make that sky much, much darker, but also it might be able to bring out the texture that we have in the snow as well. Right now from my test photo, I'm shooting at f11, my ISO is at 100, and I am getting 1/125th of a second. That's without the polarizer. I'll put on the polarizer, see what we get from there as well. But this is a beautiful scene. You know, it's like I said a moment ago, everywhere you turn there's a photograph to be taken, but I'm going to crack on anyway, get this one here. Don't know if I'm going to go back the way I wanted to come because like I say, there's no light left on that. So I might actually head back up from where I came from. So I'll grab this one where the light, as you can see, is lighting up in the background there. And then I'm going to go back up the hill, back where I started from, and try and shoot in the other direction. Final spot, coming up to sunset. The light is over here, and as you can see, the light is just on here as well. We're coming to the last bit now in, I suppose, really ordinary light, so we're heading into the golden hour. Hopefully we get some nice light on these before we have to head back down, because we're getting the last cable car back down the mountain. But I'm delighted actually that I came back up when I did, so at least I can get a shot anyway here right now. Can play around, a couple of handheld shots, see if I need to get the tripod. I'm not quite sure the light is bright as it is anyway, but get some beautiful shots from this place. Stunning spot to go to. I know it's unusual for a photographer to go to a ski resort and not ski, but you know what, when you get views like this, it's worth it. So I'm going to sign out from this episode. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and until the next time, slán go fóill.
That's okay, I enjoyed my time though, that's the main thing. Man, the views.
I know, it's just ridiculous, man. I've picked out so many different mountains now at this stage, it's f***ing ridiculous.
So, myself and Spoonley on our way back down the lift. Man, I had such a good time today. It was only